Welcome back to Cats and Crochet, or welcome to Cats and Crochet. My name is Michelle. So anyway, for those of you who've been waiting for like weeks for me to show up again, I apologize. We have moved, and we did it quickly without, we planned to move anyway, but not this fast. I mean, it might have taken another whole year for my husband to get his apartment ready, but luckily it was only next door. But we're old. Come on, people, we're old. So things still are not all together here, but they're coming together. They're coming along. So anyway, this is the pattern that I wanted to get going on. It is from Aunt Lydia's. I found it at Yarnspirations. And it's the Wisteria Doily. And I really think I like it. Now, I'm going to fess up right from the start. There are a couple of stitches on here that I was like, I'm like, what? So I kind of did some of the stuff my way. However, toward the end, I did figure some of it out and I understood what they meant. But the one thing I didn't figure out, because they do not have it in here, is toward the back here, which we'll get to way later. But I mean, when it tells me to do, where is it? It's in, oh, where are you? Oh, it's like in the last row, actually. When it talks about picot and chain. I've never heard of that. I tried looking it up, and the only thing I found that came anywhere near close to actually using that terminology was like a chain one picot. So that's what I did. Actually on mine I just did what I was doing. So anyway, I really like this. And as I was doing it, it was like, felt like these rounds were like too big, and like I was doing this too tight or something. But once I blocked it, as you can see, it's great. So I'm going to try doing this. I have not used this silk cotton yet that I got from, I got this off of AliExpress. It's really soft. So I'm going to try using this because it's the same thickness as a 10. And I'm using a 1.5 millimeter. Oh, and please excuse my hands. I'm going to fess up to that right off the bat too. Look at my nails. My fingers look good compared to what they did. That's one of the reasons I held off. Because with all the cleaning and all the different chemicals and all that, and because I don't use gloves, I just do it, they were peeling all down in here, as you can see. And actually, I just got done doing my hair, and I did wear gloves because I colored it. But yeah. And also, I'm using my body camera because I'm not set up yet, but I wanted to get some stuff up. So I may jiggle around a little bit, but hey, I'm jiggly. I can't help it. So anyway, let's get started. All right. So, and as always, I'll link this down in the description because it's not my pattern, so, yeah, it tells you, this is the colors you need to get those exact colors. Use any colors you want, obviously. I'm just kind of, just going over it so you guys can see. I should have measured mine. I don't think mine's 16 inches. And if that's the case, I could use a bigger hook, which would make my life a little bit easier. But I'm not going to. Okay, so we have the beginning 4 double crochet cluster. The 4 double crochet cluster. 3 triple crochet cluster. I can't talk. Extended double crochet, small shell, large shell, chain 3 picot, 2 treble joining, double treble crochet, 2 double treble joining, and triple picot. Oh my God, picot and chains right there. You don't know how many times I looked at this thing? Why does that sound so weird? Because, oh yeah, because I wanted to mention that. Where is it? Oh, Lord, I'm telling you. Like these here, like it says chain 3 picot, it says chain 3 slip stitch on top of last stitch made. I've never, ever heard of that. I've never heard of the picot chain, which is just a chain 4 picot. Good God, people. Anyway, okay, well, now that I know what it is, I know I did it wrong on that one, but I don't care. It looks fine. I'll try to do it right in this one. See? I see things with you guys. When I'm doing it for you, I see things. It says beginning chain 2 counts as first double crochet throughout pattern unless otherwise indicated, which is cool. All right. This is going to be my color A, which I couldn't tell you what color it claims to be because it's not on the label. I'm sure it was in the thing when I read it, though, when I ordered it. All right. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to do a magic circle, magic ring, because I don't like doing the chains, you know, at the beginning. I just don't. Especially with this really small thread. Because it's like a chain 5 and then join. So I'm just going to do another one. And I got to figure something out. I got my glasses on, which are great if I want to hold the thing way up to my face. But I have to have these on or else I can't see the thread. So, let's start with the magic ring. How many? All right. Round 1. So we're gonna do like a double crochet, chain 1, and okay, this one. Okay, they kind of confused me on that one because it's like it says chain 3, which counts as double, chain 1. Okay, so there's 1. Double crochet in, oh, I see, double crochet in the ring. Chain 1, that would be 2. Double crochet in ring. They don't tell you to chain 1 after that, which they should, or is it down here? Yes, that's where, okay. Because then I ended up with 8, and I'm like, how do you get 6? And I was thinking 1. But, I mean, it worked out the way it was supposed to. Anyway, I have a problem with not completely reading my patterns. I get so, you know, anxious to get them going. All right, let me get this out of the way. So we are going to, let me start that over because, you know, with that thing in the way, you probably didn't see. If you don't know how to do a magic ring, it's actually very simple. I just take my thread and then I crisscross it like that on my fingers. Go hook up through this one, turn, grab this, and bring that around. And then I make my first. There's 1 and 2. Oh, I gotta chain 3 because I gotta do there's my double, and then I gotta chain 1. Okay. Then we're gonna do another double. Chain 1. And we'll do this until we have 8 doubles, counting that first chain as a double. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, now we're down to our last one. This is the last double. Whoops, jeepers, I'm not even in the camera. Sorry. Last double here. Chain 1. All right, now we need to tighten this up. Not that one, this one. Oh, this is why I don't work with thread a lot. It's tiny. All right. Okay. Now we gotta. Goodness. We're gonna slip stitch into the. Yep, if I can find the top of the second, which is actually right here. My hands are so dry. I should have at least put lotion on before I started, but I didn't. Sorry. You could have to look at my icky hands. Okay. I don't even have my pointer thing. I will. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch into the first chain 1 space. So we're going to we are going to slip stitch into the stitch. Okay, because that was our first thing. And then slip stitch right into the chain 1 space. Oh. Say hello, Blaze. Say hello. Okay, you gonna let Mama do this? Blaze, come on, buddy. Okay. Oh, they want us to do a beginning for double crochet cluster. Now, to do that, they want us, this is how I don't know. Blaze, please go. This is the fun I have when I try to crochet. I kid you not. Especially here, because I'm more open and the cats. Where have you been? Oh my goodness, I think he's been in the attic. Yeah, they're going to get to have the whole attic up there. We're still using it for storage, but they'll get to go up there and do whatever because they can't go outside now. All right, so beginning one. Chain 2, holding the last loop of each stitch on the hook. That's fine. Okay. So it says slip stitch first, beginning to. So they want okay. So they want us to chain 2 here. And of course, we're going to leave that on there. And this is a double crochet, right? Okay. And then in the same space, I'm going to go in. We're only going to go through the first 2. I'm going to do it again. And then we're going to do it a 3rd time. And counting the first chain 2, that will be our 4. Let's see, we got 4 on there. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now go. Oh no, Michelle. Oh, the things I do. Go through. Okay, and then we're going to chain 4 and do a 4 double crochet cluster. Don't even. He's thinking about it. I know he is. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one will look a little bit different if you go in. Blaze, take your paw off my yarn, off my thread. I'm just going to go like that. So now there'll be two loops on there, whereas with the other one there wasn't. Look how dry. My God, I got to put some lotion on. Then do 2. So that's 2 of them. Whoops. 3 of them. Got 1 more. Go to 2. And now, as you see, this time we have 5 loops on there. That's because the first one we did an actual double crochet. And then we yarn over, or whatever you want to call it, thread over. Look at him. Look at him. You see that paw of his? 2, 3, 4. Please. This is what he does. Do you see this? This is what he does. He's like, oh, Mama's trying to work on something. I think I'll just lay on it. Usually he's on it completely or has to touch me. I love you too, buddy. I do. I do. All right, let's get to the next one. Whoops. Did I chain 4? I did. So let's do this again in the next one. What'd I tell you? Right on it, all the way. Oh, boy. Blaze, I love you. Don't know where the others are right now. There's 3 of them. Here's 4. Okay, so that's what we're going to do all the way around. Okay, so cluster, then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, Blaze refuses to move. He's got stuff all over him, but whatever. Look at him. He's mad because I made him move so I could have my pattern. All right, so we'll do our last chain 4 here. And we're going to attach to the top of the cluster. The top of the cluster, which is right here. I'm looking through the camera to find it, so. Okay. Now the next round, we're going to slip stitch in the first chain 4 space. I can do that. Easy enough. Just slip stitch over. Then we're going to chain 2, double crochet. Oh, okay. So in other words, it's 2 double crochet. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to do a stacked double as my first double. You can do the chain 2 if you'd like. That's entirely up to you. So there's 1. And there's 2. And I think, Blaze, you're on my other stuff too, baby. Come here. Mama needs this stuff. He's on my... you're going to get stabbed with them. Holy moly. Don't even move. No, Cooper's here to join the fun. Cooper, say hi. Cooper. Cooper. Hi, baby. Oh, don't give me the mama that look. He's like picking on Blaze. Can I have my thingies right here? These. Don't you bite me. He's biting my hand. You turd. You little turd. Mama needs a stitch marker. Thank you very much, buddy. You were laying on them. You gonna bite me again? No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, I'm just gonna mark that first stitch. You know, if I can. Darn it. I'm fixing it. Had to yeah, had to redo my stacked double because messing with the cat and everything went kerplooey. There. Okay, now. And I know my hands don't look much better. They feel better. I put lotion on. Yeah, I was having fun this morning. I tried to put my curtains up. No, that didn't happen either. All right, I got to redo that double. There. So there's 2 doubles. Then we're going to chain 2. And then 2 doubles. All right. I'm going to chain 6. And that 2 doubles, chain 2 doubles, that's a small shell. So they're going to tell you to do the small shell afterwards. So we're going to chain 6. Do we have to? I don't think we're going to skip anything. No. So we're just going to do this all the way around. So in the next chain 4 space, we're going to do the small shell, which is the 2 doubles, chain 2 doubles. Oh, itch. This yarn is very soft and silky. I love it. I mean, this thread. Okay. And chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're going to do this all the way around. All right, I'm down to my last chain 6 here. If I can get it. Pretty soon I'll get rid of that excess. 3, 4, 5, 6. Somebody has decided. He even kind of grabbed my thread too. I just tried to pull some out and he had it. All right, so we're gonna. Yes, Blade, I'm talking about you, buddy boy. I just realized that yesterday was my oldest son's birthday, and that was the day we got this little guy. 3 years ago. He was 1 day shy of 8 weeks old. Okay. I'll take out my stitch marker now. We'll slip stitch into there. And then I got to tick off my, okay, maybe not. Okay. Next round. Slip stitch in first, double crochet, and chain 2 space. So we're gonna slip stitch. What they mean by first double crochet is that, I mean, you know what I mean, that was either a chain or I did a stacked single. Wasn't an actually made double crochet. So we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Okay. We're going to do a small shell. Okay. Basically, we're going to repeat what we did last time. We're going to do a small shell, then we're going to chain 6, skip that other, this chain 6 space here, and do another shell. So just repeat the last row that we just did. Basically, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to make I didn't chain 1. You know what I did. Whatever. There, now I'll chain 1. Goodness. Now I'm going to do my stacked single for my double. And if I can find my... I really didn't want this to be this jiggly and stuff, but cats, you know? They decide that they own the place. We don't. Oh, I messed it up. They're like, no, it's ours, Mom. So, oops. I think I actually probably had it right to begin with. Thing is, the phone is like right in my way of seeing the actual thing. It's harder to look through the camera and find what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, now. So we're going to do a small shell. Whoops. Chain 2. I am. I'm trying to look through the camera to do this instead of at my hands. You'd think that'd be easy enough. It's not. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're just going to skip that chain 6, go in those first 2, and we're just going to do another. I'm just showing you. And oh, good God! All right, I'm going to skip this chain 6 and go right into the middle. Skip that chain 6 and do a small shell into the top of this small shell. Ooh, can you hear that wind? It's been nice here, though. It was like 80 degrees yesterday at one point. What day before? One or the other, probably both. And I do know that as hot as it was out there, this new apartment, I couldn't understand. It was nice in here. So anyway, I'm going to do this all the way around and I'll be back. All right, so we've done that all the way around. I will slip stitch into the top, the lap, you know what I mean. The first stitch from, and again, I do it, I do it with the stitch marker in there because it opens the stitch up for me. Just can't do it when I'm looking through the camera. Jeepers creepers, what the heck is going on here? There. Take this out. Now. Okay, now we're gonna chain 5, slip stitch in 4th chain from hook. Okay, so in other words, this is going to be let me get this right. 3 picot. It's actually going to be a double crochet and a chain 3 instead of the chain 5, because I will do the whoops, I got to get over there first. I got to go into the space, right? Slip stitch in first double crochet and chain 2 space. So first double crochet, slip stitch, and then into chain 2 space. And then instead of doing the chain 5, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to do a stacked single as my first double. Put my marker in the top of it. If it lets me, I kind of closed the loop up some, so I didn't mean to, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, another double crochet. Is that right? No. The chain 3. So I did my stacked single. Now I'm going to do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which I believe is actually going to be a oh my God, I did that all wrong. All right, oh, don't mind me. My arm hurts so bad. I have torn rotator cuffs, and during the move, I messed up my left shoulder so bad. I'll do it their way. I'm going to go ahead and chain 5 because I don't know what the heck they're, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it says to slip stitch in the 4th chain from hook. Which to me seems a little weird, but what do I know? I'm just following their pattern. Okay. Yeah, get over there. You can have that paper, boys. Okay. Double crochet. Chain. So chain 3 picot. Chain 3 picot. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's see what their chain 3 picot says, because, where is it? Yeah, it says chain 3 and then slip stitch at the top of last stitch made. So we'll do it their way, which is kind of weird, because how in the heck are you supposed to slip stitch into that stitch the way you're, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try it, even though it's not going to work. You just can't. You have to go in the next one down. You have to. So that's what I'm going to do. Seems weird, but whatever. double crochet, and chain 3 picot, which I have to wonder if they meant the first stitch, but okay, which would make a lot more sense. Okay, so it's 2 times, which I did, and chain 3. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do this 1, 2, 3. Do you see this? Does this make sense to any of you guys? It doesn't. So, I'm going to show you how I did it on the one I made. I did I promise. I slip stitched over, then I did my standing double, which also gives me a place, you know, to attach my thread next time around, if you know what I mean. Okay, give me my marker. Whoop. You know, I love these cats, but they don't understand that when they take up all my space, it makes things difficult for me. They don't care. They're like, no, you're paying too much attention to somebody besides me. I'm going to lay all over your stuff and take up all your space. Okay, so that's what I did. And then I did a chain 3 picot. Now, which is a little difficult with that stitch marker in there. I understand that. It is a little difficult, but it can be done. Probably should have waited to put stitch marker in, huh? But I didn't, because that's just me. Michelle. You know what? You probably... Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to do it and keep it in the frame at the same time as... You know what? This is just ridiculous. Nothing's going right today. Excuse my hands being in front of your face like that. Okay. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I did the picot in here. Okay. Now, if I can find the stitch marker again, because it just went flying. Oh, boy. I'll get another one. It really made my cat happy. Don't you worry, buddy. Mama's just doing her thing. I think I got it. Good enough. Okay. It's not really that difficult when you're not holding the camera in front of me like this. It's really not. If I had my overhead thing going, that would have been easy. Because, yeah. Okay. Then I did another double crochet. And I did another chain 3. Go. Put that in the wrong place anyway, because there. So there's 2 of them. Then I did the 3rd one. Okay. Doesn't that look better? Because I don't even know where we are. So now I got to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go under both of these chain 6 chains. Do a single crochet. Chain 3. 2, and a single crochet. Ouch, my arm, good God. Yep, single 3. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3. Sorry that I kind of made that more difficult than it had to be. But then I'm going to do it because this, in fact, this next one, after you do the, it says chain 3, then do a double crochet, chain 3, picot, double crochet 3 times. So I don't know why I don't understand what that was all supposed to be about. But so I'm just doing this one, the chain 3 picot. I actually did chain 2 picot on my other ones. But this thread seems, I don't know, I'm good. Then do another double crochet. Another chain 3 picot. Whoops, come on, baby. And another double crochet. And a chain 3 picot. And then again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then chain single crochet, chain 3, single crochet around both strands, both of them. See? All right, so just do that all the way around. Chain 3. Okay. See? This is so much softer than the one I made with the other thread. I chained 3 there. Okay, I thought I messed up. Thought I forgot to chain 3 there, but I did. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're doing the last chain 6 area here. And then we're going to chain 3, and we will slip stitch into the first stitch. All right there, where my stitch marker is. I'm just gonna, oh God. There. Okay. All right, there we go. See how nice that looks? I just didn't understand what that whole beginning thing was about. Do you know what I'm saying? When it looks just good like that. All right. So, go to the next one. We're going to chain 15. Oh no, I messed up. I always do that. But it's not a big deal. It's because this last chain 3 is supposed to be chain 1 and then a half double. I don't know why they did it that way, but that's their chosen way of doing it. So I did it. See, it says chain 1 half double in second chain of chain 5 at the beginning of the round. Counts as chain 3. No idea. So anyway, now we're just going to chain 15. Oh, join. Okay, I gotta read this one. Oh, I am in so much pain. chain 15, skip next double. Okay, got that. Oh, all right. Okay. This is okay. So we're going to chain 15, which actually I'm not, because the 15 is, I'm going to chain 1, okay, and then I'm going to do a standing single. Whoops. I mean, when I say standing single, but I'm going to do it 3 times instead of just 2. That counts as my treble. Okay. And again, what did I do with my... I have stitch markers all over the place here because I keep losing them and I can't find them. That's all right. I'll find them in a little bit. Every time I do this, Blaze gets mad at me. All right. Put that in the top. Come on, baby. Right. This is easy. This one, we're gonna make sure I do this right. I did it wrong last time when I first did it. Right? I think. 2. What over next to 2, chain 3 spaces. Where's my chain? Okay. So I'm going to chain 12. Here. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9. So if you did the just chain 15, that first 3 would count as your first treble. I just did the double, you know what I mean, stacked ones. Now, this is our first chain 3 space right here, and this is our other chain 3 space, okay? So on either side of the chain one, the single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what they're calling a 2 treble joining something or other. I'd literally have to look that up again to figure it out. So we're going to go through 2, and then we're going to hold those on. Then come over here on this side of it. And we're going to do it again. Go through 2, go through 2, and then we're going to go through all 3. Okay, so you'll have the chain, and then you have like this. Okay, so now we're going to chain 12. I just kind of tightened that up a little bit. Chain 12. They call it a 2 treble joining, whatever. So. I will be getting my other stuff hooked up, set up. I keep popping it out. Seven, 8, 12. Fine, skip over all this. There's my chain 3 space. And do 2. And 2. And then jump over right here. Okay, I'm going to do that all the way around. Be right back. All right, and when we get to the last one, we're going to chain that 12. Now, we've already done a treble crochet here, so we are going to, I believe we just do a, let's see what it says. Yeah, it's just treble and next transfer base. So we're just going to do a regular treble. A treble in this space right here. Oh, I'm telling you. Sorry about that. Really, it had to be like that. This stuff is just not anywhere. It's just not stiff at all like the other stuff. And then I'm going to attach in the beginning stitch, which I will. With a slip stitch, and then we are going to fasten off. Blaze has the scissors too. Okay, so that is the end of color A. I'll sew those in, and I'm going to call it good for this video, and I will do the next color. I'm going to do it, I believe, in 4 parts, 1 for each color. Okay, so there we go. I will be back soon after I get my, I'm going to get my setup done, because this did not work good. And my arm hurts like crazy. All right, so thank you for joining me. I hope that you'll consider subscribing. That would be great. You know, send your friends. And maybe, oh my goodness. You gotta love them, you know. My Blaze, my Koopa. Yeah, he doesn't care. Neither one of them care. All right, I really thank you for joining me today, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long. Lots been going on, but I will get back just really soon. I promise you, part 2 will be up real soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye, guys.